So welcome to the green cleaning class. I hope you find it insightful, and we've got some recipes and tips that are going to help us to sort of um, detox our home and our cleaning environment. Um, I'm sure you'd agree that there's so many scary things, ingredients in a lot of cleaning products, and that can affect our family's health as well as our own health because we know that everything that goes on our skin or is breathed in can have consequences. So, if you're like me, you want to kind of you want as much as natural things as possible, but you want them to be effective as well. You don't just want to make up cleaning stuff that's just naff. It wants to be as effective as bleach. If you're a bleach person, that's what we're trying to sort of encourage. So I'll just start by sharing my screen. Show you some of the ingredients that you're going to want to get if you haven't already started. Just while I'm on, if you just want to put your thumbs up on the screen, does everyone have white vinegar in the house? Or you could just put your natural thumbs up if you want. Does everyone own white vinegar? That's a good start. White vinegar can do so much. So I'll just present that now. There we go. Okay, so if you don't already have white vinegar, I kind of get the two of these this size, industrial size. What litre is that? Is it about 5 litres? Probably is. So that'll last me a few months, but I'll show you how we use it. It's literally so cheap now, my shopping, because I don't buy any cleaning products. But it's good. It's all good. So, we're going to discuss why it's good to green clean, the power of the essential oils in that we can use in green cleaning, some of the equipment that you might need, and then we're going to look at making some of those sort of everyday things that we'll use. Okay, so why green clean? Well, it's been done for years. So our ancestors, they made their own everything. They made their own house cleaners, cosmetics, and everything. But today we just literally are used to just getting stuff off the shelf, aren't we? Because it's quick and easy, and often it can be really effective. Let's not lie. A lot of these cleaning chemicals can really make things whiter and brighter. But with all these things, all these sort of volatile compounds in it that can be in air fresheners and cleaning products, the chemical smells that you get, a lot of them have these xenoestrogens and toxins in them that can really affect our cellular regeneration. So can really load our body full of toxins, and that can mess up our hormone balance. And that's another classic self hormone. But it can affect our breathing, and yeah, as we said, mess up, especially if we've got young children and they're coming up to like sort of premenstrual or puberty. That can really mess them up. So it's really important that we know what we're using. So many products can contain formaldehyde, and other sort of things, and a lot of them are carcinogenic problems. They can cause asthma, or they can make asthma worse. Aerosol detergent, furniture polish, you name it. For those that have used essential oils and used a diffuser for a while, they might go into someone's home now because you've been trained to breathe in someone in beautiful natural things. But if you go into someone's house, I did it today, and I couldn't breathe because they had an air plug in, and I was like, because I'm not used to it. And it just shows a difference when you're breathing it all the time compared to when you're going. It makes a big difference. So it's really important that we use as natural things as possible. Interesting about liquid fabric softeners and dryer sheets. As you can see there, these contain, or some can contain benzyl acetate, ethanol, and chloroform, which is linked to Alzheimer's, nervous system disorders, and MS. So yeah, it's quite shocking. So basically, I suppose it's like with the food we buy. If we're buying processed food, you don't know what's in it. You don't know what chemicals are in it. If you make your own food, you know what's in it. So that's the same with green cleaning, just making our own. We know exactly what's going in. We know exactly what's going in our floor. So when it comes to the power of essential oils, think of things like the tea tree oil that's been used for thousands of years. Australians know exactly, and the Aborigines know that it treats cuts, wounds, prevents infection because it's such a powerful oil that it's got antibacterial, antifungal properties. It's a natural remedy for the skin, but also a safe cleaner for the home as well. That's just like tea tree. When we think of lemon, fresh lemons, or even lemon oil, the citric acid in fresh lemons, it's antibacterial and antiseptic. But as we know with lemon oil, it's such a strong concentrated form of lemon. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial. The oils in the peel of the lemon, which is our doTERRA oil or essential oil, can help cut through grease and staining, leaving household items clean and shiny. So it is really effective. And there's oils like the On Guard blend, which is known as the immune blend, but also is really good for household cleaning because it's great for mold, toxic. It's a non-toxic cleaning agent, so it's really beautiful for household services as well. So that's a little bit about oils. I just wanted to talk about vinegar as well. It's not on the slides, but it's something that I saw that I thought was really interesting about the power of vinegar. Versatile vinegar. I can send you this if you need it. It's I suppose sometimes everyone talks about vinegar, but you don't realize just how it's such a great all-in-one cleaner. So basically, have a look here. There's so much you can do with vinegar. If you're using it full strength, like neat, it can banish grease and help to eliminate mildew, like think of the showers and tiles and things like that. If you dilute it with water, it helps to remove the grease from blinds, like vertical blinds. If you use it full strength, you can clean chrome fixtures and you can whiten grout with pure vinegar. You can even brighten up brickwork, scrub brickwork with it. If you mix it with salt and baking soda, it can unclog drains. You've probably used that already. You've seen it all fizz up and helps to unblock drains. Dilute with water and you can deodorize your bins and things like that. You can even use it neat to get rid of grass and weeds, spraying weeds. Not tried that yet. You can use it full strength to remove a ballpoint pen from painted walls. There's so much you can do. If you mix it with linseed oil, vinegar, you can clean leather with it. And that is just a bit. So it's a multitasker and it can replace all the pricier products that are filled with chemicals, and you get the job done just as efficiently and cheaper. So let us look at some of the equipment that we need. Okay, so as I said, white vinegar, citric acid, but I think all these are sort of things that if you wanted to make things, but I think for the basic cleaning products, you'll just need white vinegar and bicarbonate of soda, really. If you want to make your own soap, I would use a Castile soap base. And then just some spray bottles. And if you want to make your own foaming hand wash, just a hand wash pump. So I'll grab that in a second. So that's the basics, and all these extras can be used for the little recipes that we've got coming up in a second. Oils for cleaning. So there's so many out there. This is just an idea of some of the oils that you can use. They've all got very different properties. Some are a lot more powerful than others. You probably know, like oregano oil can kill everything that's bad. Same with tea tree. So if you want to pack an extra punch of like healing power, you know, things like toilets, or really we really want antibacterial power, then you use tea tree oregano. You can add that with lemon or any of the others. And On Guard, obviously, that's like your Milton sterilizing kind of oil is On Guard, and tea tree. And then we've got Abode, which is a great blend, which is a mixture of citrus oils and tea tree, and that's a really good cleansing one. And there's one called Purify. So there are some ready-made blends that are just ideal to put straight into your spray bottles that are already made. So Purify is one of them, and Abode is the other. But you can make your own if you've got the single oil. So Purify is basically lemon, lime, tea tree, coriander, citronella. So yeah, if in doubt and you want something to really smell clean and you want to get rid of odors, I would say lemongrass just cuts through everything, as Jillian will know. Cheers, lemongrass and everything. And then we've also got an on-guard cleaner. So aside from the oils, the vinegar, the water, which we'll show you, the on-guard cleaner, it gives it extra sort of cleaning power. So if you add on-guard to your spray bottles like a tablespoon, it just gives it that extra sort of soapy cleaning power. It's not essential, and I use it without. But if you have got it, it's great. It just really makes it go further. You can use it in your mop bucket, you can use it as washing up liquid, and it makes about 12 of these big bottles. If you're just using the on guard cleaner without vinegar, you can use a tablespoon of that, water, and it's got the on guard oil in as well. So that is quite a simple way of using it, and it's so concentrated you only need a tablespoon per bottle or per mop bucket. I think even a teaspoon actually for that. You can use it as a laundry cleaner as well, and put it in there. So that's the oils, just a few of them, but there's so many. Like we said, coriander, oregano, they're all very cleansing. And sometimes it's just a matter of taste and sense of smell as well. So the foaming hand wash, to make your own hand wash, so I never buy hand wash again because I don't need to, because I've always got my Castile soap here. And then I usually have a hand wash pump, which doTERRA sell for about a couple of quid, or you can get them online, just an empty hand wash pump. So all you do is fill it up with, you can kind of ignore these recipes because you just fill it like sort of a third to half of Castile soap, the rest with filtered or boiled water, and then you add your essential oils. With whether you want to add a nice smelling oil like a minty one, or you can do citrusy or a lavender one. You could just really experiment with, if you want a special one in your bathroom or your guest bathroom, you can just experiment with what you like. Sometimes some hand soaps on the market can give you some ideas like patchouli and lemongrass, so you can do that yourself. So it's really personal taste and personal sense of smell, and they all have cleansing properties, so you're getting what you need there. So you fill it up with like a third to a half of Castile soap, the rest water, and then your essential oils. Give it a shake, and then you've got your hand soap. That's so easy to make and so cheap. You can get these bottles will last a long time and fill up a lot of the hand pumps. I've put half a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil if you wish to have a more moisturizing hand soap. It's up to you, but I just use it without most of the time, unless I remember. That's hand soap, very basic. And then you know that the kids are, it's not going to dry your hands out. It's not going to strip the skin of all the natural oils. It's just going to cleanse naturally. And then, so for glass cleaning, so generally we only have 2 of these bottles that I use. One is a glass cleaner and the other is a multi-surface cleaner. So the glass cleaner, very simply, is half vinegar, half water. So half of the white vinegar that we saw and half water. So it's all right to give you sort of milliliters, but the best thing, because these spray bottles can be different sizes, it's best to just tell you half ratio. And then the rest is your essential oils. So I do put a lot of essential oils in. Sometimes I'll put about 20 drops in one of these big bottles. And I've made a glass cleaner of lemon and lime. You can just use lemon, it's fine. I just like the flavour of lemon and lime together. So I'll use 10 to 15 drops of each. Give it a shake every time you use it. It's the most important thing, because obviously you can disperse the oils there. This was recommended to me by, sorry, I just muted while I sort the dog out. 1 sec. But yeah, the glass cleaner, my friend told me about it. She'd made it. Her house is spotless, and I'm sometimes a little bit skeptical about. I was skeptical about green cleaning. I think it's not going to be as effective as like your stuff from the shop. But she said when she cleans, she's got a full glass shower. The big shower cubicles that go from length to length. And when she cleaned with this, she said her husband just really noticed the difference, and he's not one to notice, but he's like, wow, it really does sparkle. So definitely try that one for showers, tiles, glass, mirrors. That's a really good one. And then the multi-surface cleaner is very much the same, but it's just less of the vinegar, basically. Sorry, let me do that again. So vinegar. So, oh, sorry, I just do half, to be honest, but you can put more in. So that's like 2/3, isn't it, and a third water. And then the multi-surface cleaner is less vinegar, basically. So I always just very simply think my vinegar, my glass one is always more vinegar, half, and then my multi-surface is maybe a third vinegar, the rest distilled water. And then you can just add, so if you're using one for the bathroom, you can do tea tree, lemon. You can just use whatever cleaner you want. You can use the On Guard cleaner concentrate in it as well. And you drop some essential oil. So you can choose according to what you want to use it for. If it's an all-purpose one, then just use whatever. You can use Purify, you could use a Bode, or you could use a mixture of them. So it's nice to have different flavors in there. I don't know if it's on here, but I do have a room spray as well. So I was a bit of a Febreze geek before my doTERRA days. I used to Febreze everything, but now I just make my own room spray. So these bottles are available from the essential oil supply shop, and it comes with the room spray recipe. And all you do is fill it up with water, a little bit of rubbing alcohol or vodka, just a couple of drops to help it disperse. And then it's got some beautiful scented recipes. So it just smells like its own Febreze, and you can either make one. So this one is quite a refreshing one for like the living room. I just spritz the settee and cushions. And then I've got one for upstairs for the linen. So you can like put lavender in, maybe freshen it up a little bit with some more things as well. Maybe lavender and lemon's nice. And then you can just spritz your bed, just whatever. It's a nice natural room spray or linen spray, whatever you want to do. So that is just literally water, tiny bit of alcohol and essential oils. Yeah. So laundry stain removers as well. Hydrogen peroxide is very good to use. I've still to make this. I've got all the ingredients ready. And then you can use it to either as a spray, or you can roll it on with a jumbo roller. And I do have a spare jumbo roller, so I'll probably try that. And then it's just literally rolling it onto the stain before you pop it into the wash. So like a pre-soak thing. So yeah, you would use white vinegar, essential oil, lemon, and the On Guard cleaning concentrate. But I do want to try it with the hydrogen peroxide because I think it's got a more powerful effect for like really bad stains. So I've heard. Toilet cleaning spray again, hydrogen peroxide's good to use.
Okay. Sorry, sister. I'm making notes. That one, I missed that one. Yeah. Sorry.
No,
Can you give me 1 minute?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know when you finish.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Shall I move on, or have you? Don't rush. Don't rush.
Okay.
Okay. Can always send you the slides after if you want.
Oh, could you? Oh, that's fine then. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, yes, lovely. Thank you.
Yeah. Toilet cleaning spray. Sorry, not toilet, toy cleaning spray if you want to spritz the toys in between plays, especially if you like got loads of kids or you're able to childminder. Wood polish. So I don't know if you already know, but Wild Orange is, you've probably seen some of the wood polishes on the market that have orange oil already. It just really helps to condition the wood nicely. So that's a nice one to use on wood surfaces. And you can also use it like to mop wood floors as well. And laundry softener. Now this is the one that's blown my mind a little bit. I'm just going to grab mine. So this is what I used for my laundry. So whatever You can use the doTERRA normal, the detergent, or you can use one on the market that you think is a natural one. And then the softener itself, I've just put it in one of these sort of carafes. So I just fill it up with white vinegar again. That's why I need a big one. And then I put my essential oils in, and it just smells wonderful. It's literally pure vinegar, and it softens the clothes, but it freshens them as well. And the powerful effects that vinegar has on bacteria and things like that. So I use patchouli and lemon together, and they are beautiful. It's a beautiful scent, but experiment with whatever you like. You can put citrus peel in as well. And yeah, literally you just pour it into you as you would with softener. The beauty about the white vinegar is, I don't know if anyone gets a nasty moldy drawer, because I did. But after this now, it's nice and clean. It cleans the drawer for you, because you realize how gunky the softener is when you pull out the drawer and you think, what is that? It's all black. It's not very good for your washing machine. So yeah, you can use this softener to, obviously, in the softener section, but you can also use it as a rinse for your washing machine as well, putting a cup in the washing machine, and that will really freshen it up as well and get rid of that mold and mildew. That is a game changer for me. So cheap. I think how expensive softeners are, and that is great. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so some of the scent combinations, I might have to take that off and send it. Some lovely scent combinations that you can try when you're making your own room sprays: bergamot, lemon and spearmint together, rosemary, lemon, vanilla, basil, lemon and lime is beautiful. So think of basil, it's quite a perfumed oil, isn't it? Add in some extra essential oils if you do want to create your own fragrances. Eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree. So some great ones there. I will take this graphic off and send you all the slides after, so you've got it properly. But yeah, using essential oils in your laundry gives it a fresh scent. Lavender and peppermint are common to use, but you can use whatever you want. Laundry soap, good idea, is to use tea tree in bedding or any washing that's been hanging around for a little bit and it's got a bit damp, to put a few drops of tea tree in, just to freshen it up. You can mix it with baking soda and soak it if you like, or put it in your washing machine if you're lazy. So yeah, as I said, with the room spray, some ideas there you can combine. You can have a relaxing room spray with cedarwood, vetiver. Definitely would add either witch hazel, rubbing alcohol, or vodka to any room spray, but you only need a few drops. I don't know why it says 3 tablespoons. It must be a big one, because literally a few drops. If you add any more than that, it smells of alcohol. So you need to just add as little as possible, and then you've not just you're just spritzing alcohol around the room. So if you get it right, it's magical, this fragrance spray. And I think, oh yeah, toilet bombs. So this is definitely something I'm doing this week. I've got all my ingredients. So you just get a silicone mold, like an ice cube tray that's silicone, and you combine the bicarb of soda, which everyone has, citric acid powder, which is really cheap to get hold of, and you mix it with the essential oils to combine. The only thing you've got to do is use a fine misting spray or very little water when you're mixing it together, and you're mixing it like damp sand, and then you press it tightly into the molds and allow it to dry overnight. So you don't want to get it too wet, and then you just store it and then pop it in your toilet to freshen it up. And it's like a fizz bomb as well, so that's quite nice for the kids to do. So definitely going to be doing that, because I've had these ingredients for a long time. I need to make these toilet bombs. Odor powder, this is one that I use all the time. Like you've got an icing sugar shaker or a flour shaker. So just get one of those and fill it with bicarb of soda. Add drops of lemongrass, definitely tea tree or purify, and lemon. Stir the oil into the bicarb so it all disperses, and you've got a beautiful powder that you can sprinkle in trainers to get rid of the odor, but also help with athlete's foot. You could sprinkle it on carpets and anywhere else, and yeah, it's just wonderful. You can just really refresh rugs and things like that. But definitely training was one. I think that's everything. Oh no, dryer ball spray. Yes, this is a good one. So if you've got wool dryer balls, you can make your own little spray bottle and add your own drops with rubbing alcohol, some filtered water, and drops of oil. Spritz it on. You want it quite strong, then you spritz it onto your dryer balls and pop it in. Freshens your clothes and also reduces the drying time. So it's quite a good eco way to refresh your dryer instead of the dryer sheet. Just for those who don't have a wholesale account, we can send you a price list after if you want any of these oils. But for those that do, you can just get it as and when. But on EO Supplies, there is a cleaning spray set. There's the cleaning set, but there's also this where I got some of the recipes from. It's like a worksheet. I think it's only a few pounds, like £4, but it's got all the recipes, but it's also got the stickers, so you can put them like, you know, like room spray, multi-surface spray. So it's got its own bottle labels with it. So that's quite a nice one. I think if you type in green cleaning, it should come up on eosupplies.com. Yeah, so that's everything. So I'm just going to stop sharing and stop recording, and I can open up to questions.